Alrighty. Woo! Okay. Wow. We're playing with our food. We're playing with our food. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. It's your boy, Jabril, and today we are once again hitting the protein pasta. We are going to make a healthier version of Bolognese today. What? No, yes, you heard me, Bolognese. If you know what it is, you're excited and you're thrilled. If you don't know what it is, just watch. But if you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that sub button for me and notification button. Throw a comment down below. Share this with your friends and family. Enjoy the ride. Alright, so for those of you that don't know what Bolognese is, it's basically a fancy meat sauce. And it's a low and slow, reduced meat sauce. Usually it's ground beef and then chopped prosciutto. And you let that simmer in a nice doctored up tomato sauce. And then it's yummy and delicious. But it takes like 4 to 8 hours. Well, we're not going to do 4 to 8 hours. We're going to do just a few hours because we're kind of X-naying a few things. But we're keeping it relatively close to what it is with a few modifications. So, the first thing you need to do is you need onions, carrots, and celery. Now, I got lucky and somehow found basically a pre-cut thing of celery, carrots, and onions. So this is about a half an onion. Looks like about 2 carrots and 2 stalks of celery. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to pulse this in my food processor, get it nice and coarse, nice and fine. I want it finer than this. Instead of sitting there with a cutting board and a knife and chopping the daylights out of it, we're going to do it the easy way because we do things simple around here. And then we'll start assembling our sauce. And like I said, it's normally ground beef and prosciutto. And I know what you're thinking, Gabe, you can still use like lean ground beef to be healthy. And prosciutto is not the healthiest. Maybe use turkey bacon. I refuse. That is not happening. I will not, never will, can't make me, won't do it. So I'm going to improvise a little bit. I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit by using turkey sausage. It's the best of both worlds. I get to use a lean protein and I get to use the fat that is produced by said lean protein to then cook my veggies and add flavor to my sauce. So that's my little workaround. Instead of using ground beef, we're going to use turkey. And instead of prosciutto, we're going to use the sausage fat that is in here, or whatever fat is in here, and we're going to use that to cook with our veggies. And again, to add flavor. Why? Because I said so. And then another thing that we're also kind of not putting in it is usually it's finished off with a little bit of heavy cream. I'm trying to stay away from things like that for a little while longer. I know that you can add it if you want, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do the basics of the sauce and make it that way. But let's get started. So like I said, first thing is we got to not puree, but pulse and fine chop our veggies. And there is a difference. We're not making paste, we're just making it smaller. And that's all. So I got my fancy handy dandy food processor. Take the lid off. And like I said, I got my veggies here. And I don't know how I found this, but I did. And I'm not complaining because it saves me some time. And plus, if you can find it too, then it saves you time as well. And maybe get like a couple packages. If you want to, especially if you want to make a big batch for the fam, then definitely get 2 packages. And if you want to add more onion, add more onion. But like I said, I think this is about half an onion, a couple carrot stalks that are peeled and chopped up, and then a couple stalks of celery. But we're going to throw this in here. Okay, we've got those in here. Turn her on, and pulse. And again, like I said, not horrible, just a couple pulses. It won't take much. This is a relatively new food processor, processor, but I still want to see kind of chunks, if that makes sense, of the celery, carrots, and onions. So we got that. I got my saucepan here. So let's go ahead and move over to our saucepan and start making our sauce. I'm gonna see how many times I can say sauce in this video. So the first thing I want to start with is my turkey sausage. Why? Because I want to use the fat from this to then cook my veggies in it. And again, since we're not using prosciutto or anything, we're not removing ground beef, adding prosciutto, then cooking the veggies, then adding the ground beef back. We're not doing any of that. So, like I said, we're skipping a few steps and a few ingredients, but bear with me, I promise. I have a feeling it will still taste yummy and phenomenal and delicious. Just gotta be patient. And I'm gonna use just a little bit of this avocado oil spray. Okay, then let's add our turkey sausage. Okay, and I want this to be mostly brown because then we'll add our veggies to this and let it cook with the veggies. And we don't want the veggies to completely disappear because we still want to be able to taste the veggies. But we're gonna let this go. Let it create some fat in the pan. And then, like I said, we'll add our veggies and cook those with it. Now, you don't need to start the pasta right away because you want this to go for at least an hour if you can, or at least a half an hour since you're not adding so much stuff to it. And I'm already using pre-made sauce, so I don't need to let it go for very long. But if you decide to do the whole crushed tomatoes and tomato paste route, then yeah, you want it to at least go for an hour, if not 2. But I'm using the pre-made stuff, so I'm probably going to be able to do a half an hour. Would like to do an hour if you have time. This is also something you can do the night before, which would also probably be a good idea as well, because then you kind of let everything sit with each other and let it kind of mellow together. So you can make it the night before and then let it sit in your fridge overnight and then heat it back up when you're ready to eat it, and it will probably taste just as good too. Alright, so our turkey sausage is brown, so let's add our veg. So now what I'm going to start with is about a nice tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, then we're going to add our veggies. Okay, and this won't take too terribly long because the veggies are already small. I'm just trying to get them hot. Plus, most of the cooking will be done when we add the sauce and when we let everything reduce. But I'm just getting everything nice and coated. And give the onions and carrots a chance to cook a little bit. Same with the celery, obviously. Okay, we're going to add some salt and pepper to this. Okay, then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of white cooking wine. And then I'm going to let that go for just a little while. Let some of that liquid cook out. It already smells delicious. Alright, so I've let this go for a little bit. I'm going to turn the heat down to very, very low because I want this to kind of low simmer. Like, I want very little bubbles. I want like less than this, and I'm going to give it a minute, but I basically want less than that to let it just kind of reduce slowly, but really let it mellow those flavors out. So now I'm going to add my tomato sauce, and I just got some simple tomato basil marinara sauce. Okay, give that a good mix. Okay, then we're going to doctor it up a little bit with some dried parsley and some Italian seasoning. But again, I'm going to try really, really hard to at least let this go a half an hour, if not an hour. If you can go longer, go longer. The longer you go with this sauce, the more flavor you're going to get out of it. Don't add any other seasoning to it until you've reached however long you want it to go for. And then see if you want to add salt to it, or if you want to add more pepper to it, or whatever. But let it go for a little while, and then see if you want to add salt or not to it. But then once I'm ready for this, then I got some protein penny that I'm going to cook off, and then we'll try this bad puppy out. I'm excited. It already smells good. It already smells great. Alright, so as you can kind of see, the sauce has reduced a little bit, and it's gotten actually a little darker, which is what I'm looking for. But it's been a little over a half an hour, but it's close to where I want it. Like I said, if you want to let it go for another hour or a half hour, whatever, go for it. But I got my noodles going, so as soon as my noodles are done, then we're going to throw this together. I'm so excited for these. Alright. So I got my noodles, and I already pre-portioned mine because I'm ahead of the game, but let's dish this up. Now, time for the yum yum. Nice amount on there. And then I cheat a little bit, just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just enough to give it some love. Okay, maybe put a little bit of parsley on here. And there you have some healthy Bolognese. Let's try this out. All right, let's try this out. Get a little bit of everybody. It smells really, really good. Like really good. I want the sauce, but I just want some noodles. Look at that. Cheers. Wow. That, ladies and gentlemen, did not suck at all. So, a little bit of heat from the pepper and the turkey sausage. You get a nice little, not sourness, but sweetness from the carrots. And then the white wine. It's hearty. It's hot. You get a little bit of the garlic in there. But this is delicious. This does not suck at all. This is phenomenal. I really like this. Well, guys, there you have it. Another high-protein meal. A yummy meal. Turkey bolognese. Delicious. Phenomenal. Again, I hope you liked this video. And if you are new, again, hit that sub and notification button for me. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Throw a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And as always, peace out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!